Everyone. Welcome to another Monday market update. What we're looking at for the numbers this week is we're starting to really see the effects of the market shift that we're kind of in the throes of right now. So for Lancaster in particular, inventory is above 400 units, which we haven't seen since the first week of December. Because we've been at around like 300s ever since the first week of December. So it's really interesting. We're starting to see a little bit more of that market shift as time goes on. It's a little deceptive though, because if you're out there and you're looking to buy, you're still probably running into situations where you're competing against multiple offers. And then as we saw last week, whenever we did the end of month review for April, a majority of stuff is still closing above list price. And so with those two things, it kind of gives the perception that there's still a market that is a strong seller's market and that not much has changed. But as you can see here in the numbers that we're about to go through, it has started to shift a little bit. And you might see a little bit more of a couple houses here and there starting to sit on the market a little bit longer than what we've been seeing, which was under contract in under a week. So with that in mind, let's kind of dive in a little bit more into the numbers here. So we'll start off with Lancaster, as we usually do. So second week of May already. Inventory for this week is 403. Like I said, we haven't seen numbers like that in terms of inventory since the first week of December for Lancaster. So that's definitely something to note. Average days on market still at 6 days. Again, partway through last month, we were seeing 5 days. So it is slowing down slightly, and will probably continue to do so as time goes on. And then there's 21 coming soon, 125 new active for Lancaster. For Berks, as you can see, we have 295 as the available inventory, so it is down a little bit from the previous week. Average days on market is at 6, which is one more than last week. And then 23 coming soon, and 81 new active for Berks. For York, inventory increased very slightly by 2 units, but it still did increase though. So the average inventory there is 555, up from the 553 we saw last week. Average days on market still at 5 days right now. And then coming soons, there's 29 and 130 new active. For Lebanon, inventory there is 115, so that's up from the 103 we saw last week. And it's the highest that we've seen in almost over 2 months now. As you can see, if you look up all of April, we were maxed out at 103. And then also in March, the highest we had there was 106. So this is the highest inventory we've had for Lebanon in a little while. Average days on market, as I said, was still 5 days. There's 6 coming soon, 46 new active for Lebanon. And then lastly for Dauphin, Dauphin has 339 units in inventory right now. And if you look up as well, it's the most inventory we've had in at least the past 2 months as well. Coming soon, there's 23 coming soon and 87 new active for Dauphin. Now what we're going to do, as we always do, is we're going to look at what's pending, what's closed, and then also the median home price of what's closed within the past 7 days. So for Lancaster, there's currently 116 that are pending. There are 75 that have closed within the past 7 days. Of those 75, those ranged in price from $35,000 to $900,000, which makes the median home price for what's closed in the past 7 days $300,000 exact. For Berks, as you can see, there's 85 currently pending, 56 have closed within the past 7 days. Of those 56, those range in price from 76,500 to 750,000, which makes the median home price for Berks 235,000. Then for York, there's 151 that are currently pending, 87 that have closed within the past 7 days. Of those 87 that closed, those ranged in price from a little over 48,000 to 685,000, which makes the median home price right on 240,000 for York. And then for Lebanon, Lebanon currently has 38 units pending, 16 that have closed within the past 7 days. Keep in mind that Lebanon does have a lower inventory, so these numbers will always reflect that. So of those 16 that have closed within the past 7 days, those ranged in price from 120,000 to 585,000, which makes the median home price for Lebanon 235,000. And then lastly, for Dauphin, Dauphin has 74 that are currently pending, 44 that have closed within the past 7 days. Of those 44, those range in price from 45,000 to 597,000, which makes the median home price there just a little over 204,000, and that's for Dauphin. So as you can see, we're starting to see higher inventory. So as there's higher inventory, it's a good indicator that there's slightly less in terms of buyers out there looking. That could be because of uncertainty in world events that's going on. Another big contributing factor is interest rates as well. I don't think it's a secret that interest rates are on the rise and continuing to rise as well. So that's going to continue to affect what type of market we're in real estate. And then from the selling side, still a great time to list if you're considering. There's a lot of buyers who are trying to get under contract and sold or purchase a house before interest rates continue to rise, because of course there's rumors going on that interest rates are going to continue to rise to the end of the year. So there's still a lot of people out there who are trying to take advantage of, even though it's a higher interest rate than what we've been seeing, it's still lower than what we're hearing it's going to be. And so the market's going to continue to shift a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects the numbers in the coming weeks and also in the coming months. So those are the numbers here for Lancaster, Berks, York, Lebanon, and Dauphin. I hope this is a great start to your week, and hope you have a wonderful day.